Hello, everyone, and welcome
we start?
to Best of Six.
Are we
I'm
live?
your host, Jake, and joining me, as always, is a bunch of people. So we're gonna get this started. We actually have the whole crew here today, which is unusual.
Whoa.
And also, I just realized that the scene isn't showing all the people. So anyway,
I caught that, by the way, Mitch. Don't worry.
Thanks. I only need one.
but anywho, let's get this show started off with Google teases their gaming product for GDC that we've been expecting for a long time.
Hold on. Why do you tease me, Google? What is it? What is it, Google? Ah!
True.
Yeah, Google. Why you gotta do that?
It's gonna be interesting. But still, they really haven't talked about anything. The only other little piece of information that we know is that a patent for a Google controller has shown up. This picture on top is a mock-up that somebody made based on the drawings, though it's a terrible mock-up. Like the sides aren't actually this flat wing shape. I don't know why they use this image. There are much better mock-ups out there, but
it looks more like a table.
Yeah, it honestly looks like a PlayStation 4 controller, basically.
Did everyone see the video?
No.
Nope.
It says nothing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I hear the video just kind of, like, literally teases at nothing. It's like super vague.
Like, we don't know any, like, I don't know. That's stupid to me.
So what do we think this is? Is this a streaming service? Is it a console? Or
I think the concept of, like, cloud gaming, where you can effectively have nearly infinite computer resources, could be really, really cool.
Yeah, it will be awesome if it ever works. I mean, it will work eventually, but man, I don't know. The average person's internet connection in this country is not good.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
try the Assassin's Creed Odyssey test that Google did a while ago. You signed up for the beta, but for the streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually got chosen to stress test it or whatever, but I never did it. So.
Wow.
Were you like, oh, Assassin's Creed? What's that?
Nah, I just never did it.
Come on, man. Why did you not do it?
It was Odyssey. That was the one with the Spartans.
Yeah, Odyssey's supposed to be good, so.
Supposed to be. I mean, all the Assassin's Creeds are pretty good, except for like 3.
Not Union.
Union, yeah, I forgot about that.
I have Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U.
Ooh.
Wow. Why would you
So I
do
got
that
a
to
Wii
yourself?
U, and I was like, cool, I could play games that other people can play now. And
You picked like the bad one.
Well, nobody knew it was bad when it came out. We're
On
like,
the Wii
oh
U,
man,
we certainly did.
we're on like, oh yeah, Assassins in the American Revolution. It's gonna be awesome, America. And then it's like, oh, it's okay.
I played like an hour of it, and then I got bored.
Yeah, I got halfway through and stopped. That was, wow, how long was that? 7 years ago?
Something like that.
Damn.
It was when the Wii U was like brand new, is when I played it. And like, yeah.
I bought Assassin's Creed 3 and played Assassin's Creed because that came with Assassin's Creed 3.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed's a good game.
Yeah.
The first one's actually the most repetitive because it was like they just were trying to figure out what Assassin's Creed was. Assassin's Creed 1 was kind of cryptic with the whole what was happening, and it like objectively it's one of the worst of the series, but like they didn't know what Assassin's Creed was gonna be then, so let's give it a pass. Mitch, do you agree?
Sure.
But anyway, Google is making a thing. So.
Google probably gonna do game streaming too. That's gonna be fun.
Yep. So we'll find out in 5 days. So tune in next week to Best of 6, and we will be hopefully talking about what they actually announced. Moving on. Speaking of Gears, Gearbox teases another new game.
When were we talking about Gears?
Gearbox teases another new game.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Speaking of Gears, like.
Speaking of Gears,
Gearbox. That's why I'm talking. It was my transition into Gearbox. Don't you understand? Like Gearbox, gears in the word. Like, so
Okay.
it made
nice. Nice, Jake. Very good.
You try.
Speaking of changing directions and like changing gears.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
I don't see what was wrong with that transition. It was perfect.
Gearbox. They made Borderlands and other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're teasing a new game along with probably Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
I've never played Borderlands in my life, but
Yeah.
this would be worth it to talk along with another
Borderlands is pretty fun. It was definitely one of those games that was funner with friends because it was just like, let me shoot everything and grab up all the guns and trade and,
True.
you know, just like, let's go through this area, shoot everything up, grab all the chests, leave and come back and do it again. Like that kind of thing. I never really played Diablo before, but at the time I remember talking about like, it's the kind of loot and, I forget the term, but it's like one of those games where you just go and loot and come back and trade what you don't want. And it was a fun game.
Dungeon crawler.
Dungeon crawler, yeah, but this was like the first foray into, at least that I could recall, of doing that kind of style, but in a shooter form. I don't really know if anything else came before that.
For Borderlands, I think it was really the first.
Yeah.
It's too bad Borderlands 2 was awful.
Damn. I think it was that bad.
I do.
Not as memorable as the first one, but, you know.
True.
I never played the pre-sequel.
We're tilting Grizzly Steve in the chat.
Yeah.
I never
hasn't heard
finished the
this?
second one.
He's a big Borderlands fan. I hated
Oh,
on
maybe
Borderlands.
He hasn't never heard you say that.
I
I mean,
hated
the
on
first-
Borderlands too, and
The first game is good. The second one's just complete garbage.
Facts.
Damn.
Ooh.
All
Mitch-
right. Well, so, Jake, what about Gearbox? Did we talk
What
about that
about-
already?
their game tease. No one knows what it is.
They're just like, yeah, we'll be there, but we'll announce something. That's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, they there's a picture. It doesn't tell you much.
All right. Interesting.
Great announcement.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Did you enjoy watching the chat slowly
Yeah,
move
you
down?
changed that.
That was great. I liked how that was just going on in the background. I like how our listeners who don't watch are going to be completely dumbfounded as to what's actually happening right now.
Yeah, there was a visual gag. No, I was moving it down, but I couldn't get the mouse to click on it, so the only thing I could get it to move it was the arrow keys on the keyboard, which move it really slowly. So, anyway, speaking of moving slowly, Xbox Live is coming to iOS and Android, but not
Yeah.
Switch yet.
Not yet. It's coming.
So
Yeah,
this is such an interesting era in Microsoft's gaming world. They're doing a lot of stuff right now, and it seems to be popular with gamers at large. As much as I hate to
Yeah.
use that term.
Yeah, it's really cool that
Gamers
their kind of approach now
We
is
live in a society.
we have Xbox as a console, yes, but we're not gonna just stop there. We're gonna try and branch Microsoft out into other forms of gaming as well, but not leave any of them behind the other. Or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they just kind of want to take Xbox and not so much leave the Xbox behind, but just expand it to everything.
Yeah, it's awesome. I really like this approach because this is just kind of, I think we've talked about this in the past, but stuff like this is the precursor of the future is just gaming will just become a brand at one point and you'll play it wherever you want. but it's just going to be like what symbol is on your receiver or whatever, you know.
Microsoft's one of their leads at Xbox. I can't remember which one. Not Phil. He prophesized this kind of thing years ago that the home console is going to start dying. Computing technology is getting too good and too powerful and too cheap. So the operating systems on these consoles are basically the same as desktop operating systems at this point. So they're not nearly as specialized of machines as they used to be. So he thinks they're going to start dying. And Microsoft wants to be they want to diversify themselves before that happens. Or just be part of the death. They will happily try to kill consoles off if it helps their bottom line. So,
damn,
and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's competition.
Pretty dark.
I mean, he's speaking the truth.
Listen, I just want to play Smash 10 on my Nintendo Switch 11.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
The only thing that I worry about is if this means that Windows 10 is going to start running on more things, I'm not going to be happy about that. If you can keep Windows 10 out of it, I'd appreciate that, Microsoft.
Well, funny you say that, Jake. Because that's kind of their approach. They're getting their stuff out there, but they're not relegating it to just Windows 10 from what we've seen.
Yeah. So that might be fine.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool moves. Great job. Keep it up.
Yeah. Speaking of cool moves, keep it a great job. That's
Halo.
a great segue to our next topic, Halo.
All right, Mauricio.
Yeah, this is all you.
Let loose.
So, well, I think Mitch knows some Halo too, so he could probably help me out.
Oh.
This actually, going back to what we were saying about the Windows 10 thing, I guess the first big thing, Halo MCC, Master Chief Collection, was announced coming to PC, not just for Windows 10, but also on Steam, which is really crazy to think about because Microsoft is supporting their own digital store, but they're also supporting what their fans asked for, which was please put it on Steam as well. And that's just kind of crazy that they actually listen, because normally, the business wouldn't really, they really wouldn't care, because they're like, well, they're going to buy it. But they actually listened and put it on a competitor's store, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, like if you think it from strictly a business standpoint, doesn't really make too much sense. But kudos to Microsoft, breaking boundaries, listening to their fans. Other important things. Why is Halo MCC for PC like worthy of note in this time? Like, why does anybody really care about a game that came out, I think, 4 years ago at this point? Well, Halo hasn't had a proper good Halo game on PC since probably the first Halo came out. Halo 2 came to PCs in 2007 with Halo 2 Vista, but that had games, that had Microsoft games for PC.
Games
it was
for
like
Windows Live?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Games for Windows Live. And nobody liked it. It sucked. It was kind of bothersome.
It ruined Dark Souls.
It ruined a lot of games, arguably. And so now they stepped away and they said, we're not doing that. It's available on Steam, on Microsoft Store. Most likely it's going to be on Xbox Play Anywhere. I can't confirm that though, but seeing how they do this and their current plans going forward, just kind of makes sense that they would go along with that. Big things that they're going to do and why this is of note, just like, it's not just a port. They're doing things that are kind of standard to PC games nowadays. So this one, all the games on MCC are going to have 4K HDR, 60 FPS support. They've got FOV sliders for all their games. They've got completely rebindable keys, all that kind of stuff, which you think is kind of, odd that some of that is kind of note, but their track record of Halo on PC is not the best, and they're listening to all the fans with what they want. So just the FOV sliders and the HDR support is kind of crazy.
Yeah, honestly, all that stuff for a console port in general is rare.
Yeah, so they've really been listening to their community. And funnily enough, actually on the Halo Reddit, somebody said to the 343 Industries employee that can tell me MCC is coming to PC, I will buy you a pizza. And one of the employees responded, "What kind of pizza are we talking?" And everyone thought it was kind of a joke. But the other day, I think it was Tuesday, when Inside Xbox went live, the guy who announced this, Brian Gerard, he was up there with a piece of pizza eating it, and so everybody kind of knew, like, oh shit, it's actually happening, which I think is really funny that they kind of embrace it and just kind of even went along with the community's jokes. Other people helping them develop this, Ruffian and Splash Damage, are helping develop the PC versions of all the games. I don't know if you guys know who those names
No
are.
idea.
Me neither.
No.
Great. So they're going to help it. But also, it's all 5. Well, the Halo Master Chief Collection initially was just Halo 1 through 4, which is the ones with Master Chief as the main person. Halo 5 had Agent Locke as kind of the main protagonist. But then later on, they added Halo 3 ODST, which Halo fans also appreciated. And that we've been asking for years for Halo Reach to come there, and they've also added that.
It's not the Master Chief Collection anymore.
Yeah, now it's not really the Master Chief Collection. Now it's just the Halo Anthology, which is fine for me. I mean, other Halo fans, we're embracing it because these are all good games that still play well. Now they're bringing it up to the modern era. No, that's not part of the Master Chief Collection.
And Halo 3 is not updated at all, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, like, did they give it a complete graphic overhaul like Halo 1 and 2? No. But it's still, HD along with Halo 4.
Acceptable.
And Reach. They've all been up-resed and brought up to the right textures and stuff. So,
Okay,
yeah.
guys. So since Microsoft is doing all this stuff with iOS and Android, and Master Chief Collection's coming to Steam, what does this imply for like other stuff? Like, do you think?
How can we turn this into a conversation about Nintendo instead?
Well, real quick, before you do that, I just want to say
Master Chief.
the
in
games
Smash.
are coming out one at a time to make sure that the way they phrased it was we wanted to make sure each game was properly done for the PC, so they're going to do one at a time.
Considering their
and make sure-
reputation of releasing a completely
Right.
broken game, I'd say that's a fair argument.
Yeah, so when Halo MCC came out, multiplayer connectivity was just atrocious. Like, borderline did not happen at all. But recently they fixed it, and they've been supporting the game a lot, and so this PC thing kind of makes sense. But they're doing each game one at a time, starting with Reach and going in chronological order from 1 to all the way to 4. So, they're taking their time with it. It's coming out. It's happening. Just, not all at once, I suppose.
Are you gonna buy it, even though you played all these games?
I have it on. I actually own the game on the Xbox One, and I'm assuming with Xbox Play Anywhere, it's gonna be. I could play it on my Windows 10 computer because I already bought it on Xbox. That's kind of how it works, and a bunch of the games support it. It would be kind of weird if they didn't support that with one of their main flagship games. But if they don't, I'll buy it. Yeah, I mean, this is like no excuse for me to convince my cousins to, hey, let's play Halo again like we used to and have just have some fun, because I don't want to play Counter-Strike because I'm no good.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Let's just play a game that's that's just really, really fun. And that's what Halo 3 and a bunch of the other games were.
Catch me in Halo 2.
I
Yeah.
thought Halo 2 was the GOAT.
Yeah.
Halo 2 is really awesome.
It's my
and
favorite
then
Halo game.
Halo 2 Anniversary just made the game look godlike, and it's just awesome.
Yeah,
So
playing some
also-
Halo 2 online would be fun.
Also, Halo 2 has Keith David's rich voice as part of the main story, so it's awesome. That just puts it leagues above all the other games.
True, Master Chief in Smash. It's coming. It's coming, Grizzly Steve.
It's coming,
We're
Master Chief.
99.99% sure about it. In fact, Microsoft told me.
Really?
Told me personally.
Also, with this Android announcement, and what Julian said, like, would I buy it on PC? With the Android announcement, it almost makes sense that they would have cross-platform play, considering they've done it with a bunch of other games. It just makes sense for them to also work that in between Xbox One and PC. So,
Makes
Microsoft making crazy awesome moves. Love you.
Emphasis on the crazy for me. Like, I think that these are just like wild and like
Yeah.
Wild, crazy.
wild in a really good way.
Yeah,
So,
crazy awesome.
Good job. way to come up with a thing that describes it.
Listen to the fans. Phil Spencer is our god. Praise be to Phil Spencer. I'm done.
Bring out Todd Howard.
Todd Howard.
Speaking of Todd Howard,
Oh god, are we gonna talk
We're
about
gonna talk about a train wreck.
Smash Bros. Ultimate Summit happened.
We literally just talked about Smash. You could have just said, speaking of Smash.
Todd Howard
That's-
brings us all together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're back to Smash. All right, I'll see you guys later in another 4 months.
Wow.
Thank
He's
you
so
for your
familiar.
contribution.
No, I'm just kidding.
Is he serious?
I honestly can't tell. It wouldn't surprise me. Don't
All
worry.
right, continue.
All right.
Continue
So
with your
Smash Ultimate. This is the main topic of the week. So
Mm-hmm.
strap your belts in. We're gonna talk about Ultimate Summit, which
Not
I
wearing a belt.
just kind of spoiled the top 8, but there they are. I mean, it's not exactly spoilers. This is a live event that already happened. So
Spoilers.
Yeah,
So-
spoiler alert, we're talking about Smash Ultimate Summit, and we're going to talk about who won a lot.
yeah. So I guess we'll do a real quick rundown of the top 8. In 7th place, we had Cosmos and Void, followed by Zachary and Nairo, then Samsora, then Gluttony, then DeBuzz, the winner
Gluttony?
being MKLeo.
I
Important to
think it's
note
Gluttony.
that there are no Melee players in top 8, unfortunately. Did not
Surprise.
happen.
I have to say, no, never mind. I have some thoughts about this. And
Go
I don't
on.
wanna take
What are
over
they?
The entire podcast.
Yes, you do.
That's it. That's why you're here.
So I feel like MKLeo's performance here. I haven't seen someone like this. Felt
Drop
like
the
I was
ball so
watching.
hard.
Damn.
This felt like I was watching. There's been one other time. I don't know how to say this. So I'm gonna just be super clumsy about it. But there's been one other tournament I've watched where I felt like the person who won made a statement saying, "I'm the best player in the world right now." It's this tournament where
Was that any of the
MKLeo
30 tournaments 0-1?
No,
Are you talking about where Sonic Fox won Evo that one time?
no. I'm
With his
talking
chair
about-
switching strategies?
I'm talking about Leffen's Evo run. I feel like Leffen looked like Leffen played like the best Melee player in the world, undoubtedly that day. MKLeo played like the best Smash Ultimate player in the world, undoubtedly today, or not today, at the summit. And like it was almost scary to watch, just like how dominant he was. Like if you look at his bracket run, he went 3-2 against Samsor in round 1 winners quarters, and then he 3-0'd everyone for the rest of the tournament.
Ooh.
Yeah, I lost to Nairo in pools.
That was
It was pretty dominant.
it's pretty dominant.
So he's a top.
Okay.
MKLeo was like 16. We don't talk about him like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Whoops. Take that back. Take that back.
Oh, we were all 16 at
Wait,
one
why was he
point.
seated fourth?
He was.
Yeah.
Because he lost in pools. Proceeding
Oh.
was like
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up pools to see like who did best. in pools.
Samsor and
yeah,
Zachary
Samsora like
were the 3-0s in their pools.
Samsora, Void.
Hey, apparently, Dan, apparently you're really quiet. Or
Yeah, I
Jake,
moved-
whoever controls the audio.
I moved the mic closer to my mouth.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
he's
that
a little better now. I have Dan at the maximum volume I can get him at. So
Yeah, Samsora 3-0'd his pool. And then the other pool will be.
Zachary.
Was it Zachary? Hold on, it's loading for me. Yeah, Zachary 3-0'd. So those were the two highest seeds in their pools. But yeah, MKLeo just looked like the best player in the world that day. And like I haven't seen that. I feel like the most dominant Smash tournament victories of all time are MKLeo at Smash Summit and Leffen at Evo 2017.
Boy, Nairo. clapped him.
That's some recency bias
Cool.
right there. But yeah.
That's true. That's true. There's probably some like tournaments in the early 2010s where Mango just like bodied everyone, but
Yeah. But like in recent Smash history, yeah, it's pretty dominant. MKLeo is, and it's important to note that he was playing mostly Lucina.
yeah, he was not playing Ike. He
Not
says
playing the
he's dropping
character?
Ike.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking Ike's gonna get figured out soon.
Yeah.
Lucina has more options.
So
She's
that's
better.
what makes it even more impressive to me is that the character he's been playing in ultimate tournaments since the game came out has basically been Ike with some Lucina on the side, but this time it was like all Lucina and like a tiny bit of Ike.
He lost with Ike against Nairo.
Nice.
You mean to tell me that early people figure him out later, and now he's not that good? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's never happened. In no way would that.
History of Smash.
Yeah, that's never happened in any of the games, ever. History has not repeated itself here. First time this has ever happened.
Color.
Julian, your internet connection is cutting out like crazy, but it almost makes it
I thought my
funnier.
internet connection was cutting out. 'Cause
I
always
know,
get
it just
mine
can't
like
handle his
minutes
No,
to
it almost makes it better.
All right, I'm gonna like leave and come back on.
But yeah, Dan, I'm gonna let you keep leading this conversation. You got stuff to say.
I mean, so yeah. One reason I didn't like this tournament was I was forced to root for an Olimar name. That's not great.
I don't understand. What's wrong with all of them?
Olimar is just. I just don't like that character. And,
I get it. He's kind of a piece of shit.
yeah, Olimar is just super obnoxious to fight against, and he's been that way since Brawl, and I've been playing Smash since Brawl, so like I feel.
But see, that's the thing. I feel like I don't mind Olimar as much. Like he's still annoying, but one, I think he's fun to watch, more so than he's fun to play against. And two, I don't know. Like in Brawl, Olimar was so much worse to play against than in this game.
I don't know. I haven't played against any good Olimars in this game, but I got clapped by Simon a lot in Brawl.
Yeah, in Brawl, Olimar's brutal. 5 Pikmin, for those who don't know, for those kiddies out there who
We did deal with 5 Pikmin Olimar,
yeah.
who had a worse recovery. So like,
Yeah, his recovery in Brawl did suck.
Ultimate Olimar is like more well-rounded, even though like the way you beat Olimar is by edge guarding him in Ultimate. It was doubly true for Brawl.
In Brawl, Olimar off stage was essentially dead in a lot of matchups. So
Olimar off stage without a jump, if you grabbed the ledge, he was dead.
yeah,
Because his up B was a tether, and it didn't tether if it knocked you off. You didn't even like need to be invincible or anything. You just grabbed the ledge, and then his tether hitbox would hit you. You'd like you'd get hit, but you'd be fine.
So don't you just get trashed by Meta Knight?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
it's awful.
Well, then what's the point?
Only off stage though.
Well, the
Olimar's best strength in
I mean,
Brawl
I
is
understand
camping
that
the
everyone gets
the ever living
trashed by
shit out of you. He
Yeah, and,
run.
like-
He has 5 Pikmin to play with, so he can side B
think-
all day.
His like up smash outranges Meta Knight's down air, so Meta Knight can't.
Oh.
with you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. There are tools. He has tools in that matchup. But anyway,
And, like
Brawl.
because Olimar's smashes are projectiles.
So
They
they have
would,
low priority.
like,
Speaking
They
of
would just
Super
be
Smash
that
Brothers
stuff.
Brawl, we should talk instead about Apex 2014.
Speaking of Apex, Apex Legends.
Speaking of Apex Legends, Shenmue. Okay,
So,
just
Anyone
short
wanna
circuit the
talk about-
topic.
anyone want to talk about the melee players, how they did here?
Yeah, well,
Armada.
Armada,
Armada's looking cool.
Armada, Mewtwo King, Leffen in 9th place altogether, outplacing Zero and ZD, whoever that is.
Wow.
Damn. So dismissive.
ZD and Mango were the only ones to go 0-4. Well, I mean that's naturally going to happen, but
Yeah, I mean,
they're really 15th place. Mango ZD.
I could see that, yeah.
Uh,
And I mean, so a bunch of players were tweeting out about how hardcore like Mango and the other Melee players leveled up at Summit, and like said to expect them at Ultimate tournaments in the future, which just feeds into my Grand Nintendo conspiracy. But that's beside
it does.
the point.
It does.
I'm excited to see the level up because like I feel like these people understand Smash and they're gonna level up. Like if I went to Ultimate Summit, not only would I get destroyed by everyone there, but I also would learn almost nothing because I just like don't have as good of a brain for Smash as Armada and Mango and Flop.
And Zachary, apparently, because he's like a kid. Can we talk about like how insane Zachary is at this game? He's 15. It's pretty wild.
Zachary's pretty neat.
Like, he's not that fun to watch, honestly, but that's not his fault. It's his character's fault.
Okay, someone recap me like for the past 2 minutes. What just happened?
Melee players sucked, but they're not gonna suck for long.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And that's what everyone's saying. There's a big level up.
Armada also looked really good.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
Armada versus Cosmos,
he won a game.
he
It was
won a
like
game,
3-1.
and like I think the last game was like a 3 stock, but I think I don't know. I just think Armada looked good. Plus Armada beating Zero,
Yeah.
who granted doesn't really play Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
At least not competitively.
But he was
But
the most
still,
dominant Smash
he's-
4
he's-
player to ever touch the game, so.
He or Ken is the most dominant Smash player to ever play Smash.
Yeah.
With like Armada being third on that list. So like not gonna talk
Right.
about Armada.
But Armada's hasn't played a brawl like, we'll call it.
Brawl like
Yeah.
a brawl like Smash game.
It's a,
Just
yeah.
say post melee.
Yeah, you say post melee.
Yeah,
I like
Post-Melee
brawl
is
like
fun.
better.
Didn't
I mean,
he?
because it has brawl in it.
Yeah.
Didn't Salem call him out on that? And he said he like got.
He
did
played
well
for 10
with-
hours and beat us
Yeah,
by
can-
studying in a set.
Can
Yeah.
we talk about how like Armada's probably better than Salem now, and how stupid that every single day that one trick pony comment looks stupider and stupider.
Yeah, it really does. He is
Like
Armada is looking. He's
Armada's
that
looking
fake.
like a easy top 50, probably top 20 player.
yeah. Same with Leffen. Important to notice. Important to note here.
And
So Salem, where you at?
Salem's had
Listen.
like a 5-year head start, basically.
Yeah.
When Salem,
Especially if you
made
believe
that tweet.
Salem's comments about Melee.
Hey, Salem won Apex
he was
20.
consumed with
It
the
was 2012, right?
2013.
2013 was
And
a
he
low
will
tier.
not let you forget that. Apparently.
Low tier.
Yes.
That's what he says.
That's what he calls it. He said no. No one thought ZSS was a low tier. All right. Mid tier, sure. Low tier, no. I've never seen a tier list that puts ZSS at low tier at any point in Brawl's history.
Might as well be Lucas.
No. She was like 13th. Anyway, Salem aside, he wasn't at Summit.
Thank God.
I wonder
he did
why.
Really good at the Summit He did really good at the Summit qualifier, last chance qualifier, and I was really nervous for a second. But then Light made it in.
No, he had to be there so he could be on the Smash community crew. And someone would actually be talking shit and mean it.
I'm glad that the Summit we got was the Summit we got, and not the Summit we would have gotten if Salem was there.
Could you imagine Mafia with Salem?
Oh,
You guys get shot
I feel like Salem would
every
be
time.
awful at Mafia.
You would just tweet out
He'd
his
just be
position.
like,
You're
you
always
melee
the
players
sheriff. You're
must
such
be
a
mafia.
one-trick pony.
You're always
Dude,
town, such a one trick.
No, I feel like just his presence there would have been super toxic, especially for like the more for fun community type events like Mafia.
Which is why I'm glad he wasn't at the first Summit, but man, I want him at the second Summit. I don't know.
I
You just
don't.
want to see him lose.
I just want him and Leffen to face at like an actual major. I
There
want Leffen to kick his ass. And I hate Leffen. Like, anyone here can tell you I do not like Leffen.
Yeah, it's true. He does not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why is
what he
that?
said.
He'd rather kill a dog than shake Leffen's hand.
Whoa.
He said that to me.
That's
True
hyperbolic
story.
now. There's no reason for
I
that.
don't recall that.
There's no... Jesus.
I mean, it sounds like something you would say.
I mean...
Next topic.
Whatever.
Dan didn't actually say this, alright? I'll come clean. I fabricated that.
Damn. You could have
It's true that I
perpetuated
don't
that
like
story,
Leffen.
though. 'Cause
Yeah.
Dan just...
Not trying to ruin Dan's life.
Dan started to go into mumbling, which means, like, he would, he's trying to... that was good. Alright, what's next?
Smash
We're
Ultimate.
still
Yeah,
Oh.
this is the main topic. my
Sorry,
guy.
this is very serious. He's like, please, something else.
No, I just left for a few minutes. I forgot where we were.
Alright.
So is anybody playing Mega Man?
No,
there
we
was
got
some
no.
Mega Mans
Oh.
there were some Mega Mans coming out of the woodwork like the first couple weeks, but then they
Nice.
nerfed Mega Man.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
nerfed Mega Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, real
They
quick,
took
Why?
the Ed Tech and they just took it out
real
of the
quick
game.
to interject. I want to see a vote in the chat for our first emote for subs. You can choose between something
us?
featuring Mauricio's face, probably with like I don't know, Power of Pine Sol or something like that for the emote.
It should be the theory.
Yeah, or theory. So that one of those two emotes. So choose between. Imagine what Mauricio's face is saying. Theory versus Power of Pine Sol, baby. So
I say we just give the classic shrug.
yeah, or yeah, there's another one. Mauricio's
I mean, yeah,
face, but a classic
that
shrug.
exists.
You can also just get Mauricio's face, but gold.
Why
What else can
gold?
we put Mauricio's face on?
Why are they all Mauricio's
Why my
face?
face? Yeah.
Like, yeah, where's Jake's hands? Like,
We should do
Yeah,
Jake,
Jake's
like,
hands.
open
That's a
mouth.
good one.
No,
Listen, we only have
Jake's
one
open
sl-
mouth,
we only have
focus
one-
face.
We only have one slot right now, okay?
Can
You
we-
gotta.
can
You
we
gotta.
put
Jake's
Lerone on the
open
dance
mouth,
pad?
focus face.
No.
From like
I
a
wouldn't-
Beat Saber
what would be the
stream-
point?
stream.
I'm not the
I don't
face
know.
of this podcast, okay? That's Mauricio.
Hey, wait, what? I'm not even here half the time. What do you mean?
Half is pretty
And you have all the memes.
I say we just have
Oh,
a close-up of Jake's hands. Like, those are the real star of the show.
No one even knows about that. It's not even a
Well, they
common
do
meme
now.
on this show.
Does anyone know that Jake doesn't have functioning hands?
He's like Doctor Strange, but without all the cool parts.
True.
Jeez.
Hey, at least he's not a raging asshole.
That's true.
Hey.
No, yeah, it could be worse. He could be me.
True. I could be
Okay.
Dan. That would be.
All right then.
That would be worse.
Hold on. Dan can
I
grow
was just calling
a way more
myself
righteous
an
beard than you
asshole. I
can.
thought everyone thought I was an asshole.
No.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah, asshole.
Way to live the part, jackass.
Oh, fantastic.
Life imitates art.
Oh man, we have nothing to talk about on this, do we?
There
can't
was
really
a
talk about
low tier
it.
sighting
No.
and loser Sims.
You have Smash.
And
I'll
grand
be back
finals.
in 5 minutes.
Oh
The
yeah,
hell
there
is-
was.
Why wouldn't we talk about DeBuzz going Rosa?
That
I
is
was
not.
about to mention
Oh, okay, hold on. Can we
Yes,
can we
it
back
is.
up a second? That's not a.
Put this meme.
No,
Yes,
no,
it
no,
is.
no, no, no.
Yes, it is.
That's not a low tier sighting.
Yes, it is.
alright? I can.
don't know,
You don't even
Right?
believe that. You say mid tier.
Low tier sighting. That was one I believed. I don't believe anymore.
Okay, come on, she's mid tier. She's not low. She has a
Sam
remote
Sora-
edge guard.
Samsora beat DeBuzz beat Samsora after playing Rosa for like 10 hours, according to
Apparently, no, I don't know anything about that matchup, so I have nothing to say. Not
Okay,
that
well,
my opinion even matters.
He also played Rosa in Smash 4. Like, some things carry over.
Yeah, he got a game. I mean, as long as you're not playing like Little Mac, you can get a game off someone with a character that they don't know.
No man can steal games if you get a lucky punch.
Against Peach.
Although,
KO.
if you get a lucky KO punch, Little Mac can steal games.
I feel like
Also,
Peach would just
Little
hit him
Mac
and he'd
was
just die.
Little Mac was hurt hardcore by the chains to 3 stocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fact.
Because he was basically a character where you needed to get a lucky read in order to win in Smash 4. And now you need to get like 2 lucky reads.
Anyway, low tier siding worked. And then he did it again against Lucina, and I wasn't feeling that.
He almost won.
He was getting bodied against MK Leo because MK Leo looks like the best player in the world. My voice cracked. I apologize.
But the bus was coming back.
I mean, me and my totally professional Smash opinion, I wasn't feeling that match.
You
I can
don't
see
like
that.
swords against Rosa, so.
I think Swords beat Rosa.
I didn't like them when she was good. Now you just space a sword move and Luma flies off the screen and you lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Still not low tier. Fight me.
Not low tier.
Pretty fucking low tier.
Down there with like Zelda and Sheik.
Zelda.
Oh my god.
I don't even.
I mean, he's better than Zelda, but not by much.
I think putting Sheik in low tier is kind of controversial too.
Is it?
Is it?
Really?
I haven't
I
seen
believe
people
the
put her in.
Sheik mains. Maybe it's because I played a little bit of Sheik in Smash 4, and she feels like doo-doo in Ultimate, but like, I believe the Sheik mains when they say their character's doo-doo now.
I don't know. I saw Void playing some Sheik, and she's got techs, and she's got combos, and she's got stuff still. It's just not as good as it was in Smash.
She's
Low
got
tier doesn't mean
so many combos.
you literally
And then they're
get
at,
3-stocked every game.
Yeah. The
It just means you're relatively worse than everyone else.
she might actually have gotten hurt by the change to 3-stock too.
Sheik?
Sheik, yeah.
How so?
Because Sheik,
Yeah.
Sheik's big hardest thing was always killing. Right?
Yeah.
And if you
She's
like racking up damage fast and 2 reads to kill instead of 3 reads to kill. I mean, it wasn't always necessarily reads to kill, but you had to set up traps, which
You're
were
not
not
doing
always easy to do.
but yeah.
Zachary got absolutely destroyed by Gluttony.
Yeah, he got clapped. That was a 3-0. I like looked down and then the
Yeah.
match started, and then I looked back up and then the match was over. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know. Does that like I don't know. It feels like Wolf Wario should be a bad matchup for Wolf, but like at the same
Why?
time, yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just because Wolf is a spacey, and I just assume that Wario is gonna mess spaceys up. But
He did like
But
he did up
Wolf
air him
is
like 5
different.
times.
yeah, because you can juggle him forever with up air. But
Or it was up to.
yeah, into probably some up airs.
Yeah.
Like
The
you
players
can
are-
juggle him forever, but like at the same time in neutral, how do you approach Wolf as Wario?
You,
Nair.
shield laser? Nair,
Yeah.
He said, "How do you approach a wolf as warrior?"
yes. Yeah.
So you shoot lasers as Wario.
Yeah, that's what you do. He said shield lasers though, so
Oh.
Yeah.
get exposed.
Yeah, I guess you reflected.
So yeah, Zachary got 5th though. Still an impressive showing. From
Yeah,
a
when you're
15-year-old,
playing
Zachary's probably gonna become the best player in the world.
I mean, Zachary's doing well. I mean, MK Leo kind of showed up later in Smash 4's life, but MK Leo was this like super young player from a different country who started messing everyone up.
Yeah, these kids are messing up the veterans here.
If I was a kid, I'd start messing up those veterans. Being a kid makes it so much easier to get good at Smash.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
I miss being a kid and being able to
Like
just,
it's the reason why I'm probably still the best at Brawl, even though I play it like twice a year. But that's probably still
When
my
Jake
best
says-
game.
When Jake says he's the best at Brawl, he means he's the best in the world at Brawl.
Yeah, that's what I
I
meant.
think he meant of all the games Jake plays, Jake is best at Brawl.
Yeah, of all the Smash games I play, Brawl is still my best game.
Of course,
I don't
what he
even
actually said
know.
was that he could kick Reggie's ass in Smash 4.
I don't even know what my best Smash game is. If it's Smash 4, which it very well might be, I'm gonna be very sad.
It
Like, I'm
might
gonna leave this
might low key
podcast-
be Smash 4, Dan. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
That's
leave this
not very
podcast
low-key.
and have an existential crisis for sure.
It's how it is
So
sometimes.
this is gonna be me holding that in.
Just
You just gotta hold the L.
siphon that energy into Ultimate, and
Ultimate's such a cooler game.
yeah, then it'll be fun.
I probably would be much better at Ultimate if I decided to main Ness, but I decided not to main Ness specifically.
Yeah, it's because Ness mains always need help, though.
What do you mean?
It's just something Mango said. Like whenever there's like something's wrong with the rules, or someone's late or something, it's always a Ness main.
I'd probably be better at Ultimate.
Then he DQ'd an S main in one of his online tournaments for messing up the rules twice in a row. Like he picked the wrong stage and had items on.
And I'm right now I'm maining a character who's probably gonna get nerfed, so then I'll be sad.
Incineroar?
No.
Yeah,
Incineroar?
Pichu's probably safe. They don't
No,
nerf high tiers.
Pichu's getting nerfed.
Nah.
Pichu's, I'm like 90% sure Pichu's getting nerfed.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you're playing now, because they're just going to release a DLC character that's better than all of the rest of cast combined. Again.
Boom.
I'm ready.
Hope not.
I'm ready
I feel
for,
like Sakurai
my boy
cares about
Joker.
balance in this game. Like, Joker isn't going to be broken like Bayonetta or Cloud. So. Might
Yeah.
be wrong.
Yeah, I think they did learn from the previous game. I mean, they nerfed Bayonetta pretty good in this game to kind of show that they're as a demonstration
but Bayonetta
of.
also came free with the game.
Yeah, that's true. I think the character will be good, but maybe not godlike. I mean, Piranha Plant sucks ass, so maybe they don't care.
This is like a mid tier.
No, he's
Piranha Plant's a low tier.
A low mid tier.
So who am I gonna play after Pichu gets nerfed?
Piranha
Pikachu.
Plant.
next on the list would be Peach.
Joker.
Peach is the character I want to play the most, but
that's
tried
work.
playing Peach, and Peach is really, really hard.
That is work.
But you
Like-
could just down smash.
No. Peach's down smash isn't even good.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's a melee joke.
You still do it.
Just roll down smash. Am I
Well,
right?
it's decent if you're trying to shield poke.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to play Peach, but Peach might also get nerfed.
Well, the next on the list is Olimar.
I'm never playing Olimar.
Lucina?
I might play Lucina.
Yoshi?
Hey Yoshi.
I don't want to pick up a Lucina just because she seems like she has.
Or just play Wario. We all know that's a character you really want.
Why do you?
The
Why?
fuck is wrong with you?
Ran.
Who hurt
I
you?
mean, Wario is the character I'm also interested in playing. Like Wario and Peach are my two.
Yeah.
contenders.
You said that.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were doing something beyond referencing that conversation we had outside of the podcast.
No.
Okay. Anyway. Void. He did okay.
Yeah.
And then he lost to the player who I wanted to win the second most after Void. So I was rooting for Void, and then I was rooting for Samsora, and then I was rooting for, the Melee players. Melee players disappointed me immensely. But I was not surprised at all.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting for Gluttony, Samsora, Void, the melee players. Probably the melee players above all those other players, but just because seeing one of them get into top 4 would have been insane. It didn't happen, of course.
Plop would be the melee player I'd want to win the most.
I don't know.
Just because Mewtwo King's already shown he's good
Yeah.
at other Smash games.
Honestly, I would have liked to see Mango.
Mango.
Gluttony do the ditto for losers finals or something. It'd be awesome.
That would have been sick.
That would have been awesome. But that's actually not going to happen.
Lutiny?
At least-
Okay, I feel like I don't want to make any enemies or anything, but I
Too late.
thought Zero's commentary was awful.
His commentary is always awful.
His commentary
So
is literally
basically,
the worst.
his commentary consisted of him saying things everyone already knew in a super authoritative voice, as if he was the only one who knew those things.
Have you watched his YouTube videos before?
That's what he does.
That is actually
Not
what he
watching
does.
YouTube videos.
I've been
Yeah.
saying this for years now. Zero has the personality of a screaming goat.
Yeah, I did not enjoy Zero's commentary. He would just say something obvious as if it was a huge revelation that you need to only the best.
At the very least, he
let me
seems like
show-
a really nice guy. He just can't
let
do
me-
commentary.
let me tell you about this top player secret, and then proceeds to say something everyone already
Press A to
knows.
jab.
B to final smash.
He said something like really stupidly obvious about Pikmin.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
explained all the Pikmin, and then TK was
And
like,
then-
"Oh,
Yeah, TK called him out on it. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. You go, TK.
And then his response was he's doing it for the kids that the Buzz is their favorite player and they don't know anything about Alamo.
Which is
What a
weak
nice guy.
defense, but yeah, I thought that was hilarious when TK called him out on it. I was living for that.
So, I think we've said all we're gonna say about the tournament itself.
Wait, hold on.
What do you guys
There's
say
more.
about the tournament?
But wait, there's more. We gotta talk about the Buzz and M2K.
The DeBuzz M2K sitcom that I want.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
okay,
God.
yeah, I kept hearing about this, but I didn't actually see nothing. So,
So they had like player mics for in between games, and they turned on the player mics for DeBuzz and Mewtwo King's set. It was the funniest shit ever. Like, there was one point where they were picking stages, and Mewtwo King was like, "Right, you're gonna pick this song?" He's like, "Yeah, what's wrong with this song?" And then they just talked for like 30 seconds about why this, like, Mewtwo King's like, "This song's terrible. Let's do a different song." And DeBuzz is like, "No, this song's great. Like, why would we change it?" And then DeBuzz says, "If you pick random, I'll go Rosa."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was true. And no, the reasoning was because 95% of the cast is better than Rosa, so you have a 95% chance to get a better character.
That's
Oh
what
my
DeBuzz.
God.
That's what DeBuzz told Mewtwo King.
Mewtwo King said, "Shut up." He said, "Stupid. He's not doing that."
Yeah, you gotta watch.
It was amazing, and
I
I
would
want
bet.
that. I want the DeBuzz Mewtwo King sitcom.
I could see them working well together, but also working terribly together at the same time.
It was terrible in the best way.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
That was a funny
Duck
moment.
Hunt is not the best character.
Okay,
She's looking at Twitch chat.
that's old.
Yeah, it is old.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, well, no one said it. No one said nothing.
Duck Hunt is not.
Right.
I didn't feel like that needed to be even addressed.
Oh, wait, who are you, Zero?
Yeah, Dan.
That would be the opposite of Zero. Zero would be like, Duck Hunt is not the best character. Fun fact. Like, did you know that?
Did you know that Duck Hunt
Not a
had
lot
a
of people
can?
know this. Not a lot of people know this, but if you press B with Duck Hunt, he'll throw out a can, right? And
Yeah,
if
did you know that?
B again, he'll shoot the can. Did you know that?
Did you-
I legit didn't know that though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the chat will be like, I didn't know.
You know what? You are a raging asshole, Dan.
I don't play Smash, so I don't know things.
Speaking of not Smash,
Oh boy.
there were some other non-Smash things that were part of Summit, such as
about Family Feud?
Smash Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
That
I missed
that.
was a train wreck. I'm sorry.
I was like, I
Has-
was kind of intentionally avoiding the skits because I knew the skits were going to be super like awful.
This wasn't a skit though.
This was a whole show.
They actually did Family Feud straight up,
Oh my god!
and it was
So
It was
awful.
hot ass.
so here's the question. Here's my question, right? Did they actually try to do Family Feud, or did they try to do let's see who could piss off Steve Harvey the quickest Family Feud?
No, it was no Family Feud.
It was Family Feud, except we're pretty sure the host has never seen an episode of Family Feud in his life.
Correct.
Yeah,
He hosted it like he had no idea how the show operates.
Wait, hold on.
I want to know who they interviewed too, or
Hold
who
on.
they asked, who they polled.
His biggest grievance is that he thought when a family got 2 strikes, he moved on to the next family.
Yeah,
2
two
strikes.
strikes and you're out. For some reason, that was in his
well,
head.
clearly that guy's stupid. That makes no sense.
You
Alright.
gotta watch Family Feud to know that 3 strikes and you're out. That's like a common like what?
In
Yeah.
the
Also, some of them are
baseball,
just
in
bad.
the law,
But
everywhere.
the thing that really made it special were whoever they interviewed,
Yeah.
whoever was the
No, no.
survey for these questions, are insane.
No. Wait, what is something a Smash player would bring to a tournament?
A waifu
First of all,
porno.
the first person guessed said deodorant. That wasn't up there. Why the hell would you say deodorant?
That's the opposite of the truth.
Yeah.
Second of all, tell me why
didn't
9
snap
people
certain-
actually said hentai.
That's awesome.
Well,
Holy crap.
my vote would be a waifu pillow, so hentai's not far off.
I would say a fucking controller.
Yeah,
that
I
was
was
the
gonna
number
say
one
GameCube
answer.
controller.
There you go. You should have been playing.
What was hentai on the floor? Who did they interview?
Like I could expect
They
like 2 or 3,
interviewed-
but actually 9 out of 100 people
They interviewed connoisseurs.
thought hentai was the
art.
best answer.
It's art.
Wow.
Oh, that's yeah.
I can't believe I missed Family Feud.
So there's a lot of stuff like
Is
it was awful.
Is this somewhere on the internet that I could watch
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I pulled up the video because I'm gonna watch it after this podcast, and I'll put it in.
Yeah, you should link it in the Twitch chat and Discord.
Yeah.
And Discord. We're gonna do both.
Yeah, just throw in Discord for our boy Mauricio. We know he doesn't have the stream chat up.
Hey, I actually do, you jerk.
Oh shit! You normally don't.
Wow.
Wow,
No,
the
Dan,
you're right,
curveball.
I
you're an
normally
asshole.
don't, but I was like, you know
Dan,
what?
you're a fucking
I
asshole,
care.
apparently.
I think
I
Jake
want to
is
show that I care, so I
Oh
had it open.
goddamn! I'm the raging asshole now.
Man,
The
But
torch
you
has
guys
been passed.
Actually, I did need to see that, so. I don't have the stream up.
Yeah, I actually want to watch it in its entirety. I only caught little glimpses here and there. So
man.
the other things that they did, there was Mafia as normal. Not actually a whole lot worth talking about here that makes any sense without like really watching it. There was good funny moments.
Second Mafia game was fire.
The best thing that happened in Mafia in my eyes was Zero and his fiance were both playing, and she was vigilante and killed Zero turn 1.
And he was Mafia.
And he happened to be Mafia.
I
So
remember when
nobody
I was
could figure out what
vigilante and I
happened.
killed. Oh wait, I was Mafia and I killed Dan turn 1. He got really mad and left.
Did I? I don't
Yeah,
remember this.
that was 2 winners ago.
Yeah. So
I didn't know this, but apparently you had a long history of getting like knocked out first, and like you really didn't want to play anyways. Everyone had
I
to
don't
like
know. Was
coax you into
Gail
playing,
there?
and then I just kicked you out immediately. Yeah, Gail was there.
Okay, so Gail had the hard reads on me. She knew exactly what my role was every single game, and it was super frustrating.
yeah, that was actually hilarious. I hope you guys are enjoying us talking about things that none of our listeners were a part of at all.
I mean, Steve was kind of there in spirit.
No, he was absolutely not there.
He was,
In fact, no one was there except for you, me, and Dan.
yeah, why not, Julian?
Anyway, cooking
No,
with
I want to hear why Julian wasn't at New Year's.
Next topic.
was that New Year's 2 years ago.
Yeah, can we get going?
3 years ago.
Cooking
We were-
with Sam Sora was a skit that was apparently decent or something.
Kind of funny, I guess.
Yo,
I
Yeah,
didn't.
it was
I
fun.
didn't see it.
I liked the. I saw 2 of the fake
Chilling.
Mauricio's skits.
Oh, yeah,
and
Meh.
one of them was not funny at all. It was the Pikmin one. The other one was like the teaser for next time. And I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
it was
those-
funny. When they did like, and you are not the father, with Zachary sitting on the couch and like Mango sits up
Yeah.
and stands up like, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And Smash 4 in space or something.
Oh, you Oh,
yeah,
never mind.
I didn't really watch that one, so
Yeah. So anyway, overall closing thoughts.
So
They should have another one.
singles bracket was good. I thought the side events have a lot to be desired.
Did they do a? Did
I
they do a whatchamacallit?
Squad
Strike?
Strike.
Squad
Yes.
Strike
They
tournament?
did a Squad Strike crew battle.
Ah,
I
that's,
would have much rather had a Squad Strike tournament.
yeah.
Isn't that
Squad
not-
Strike crew battle is kind of lame.
Isn't that just a crew battle? I don't. What?
No,
What's the
it was
difference?
really weird.
What?
Because like
Yeah,
it
there's
was
a
like
big
normal
difference.
crew battle, but like you would have to kill your first 2 characters if like you had 1 stock left, and it just made it
Oh,
really weird. dynamic.
I see.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
I would've-
so each player in the crew
I would
battle
have
had
rather
3
done
characters.
just regular draft crews, skip the Melee versus Smash community crew battle and do like a bracket of Squad Strike?
Well, they did that as a crew battle. Salem was right.
What? They did what as crew battle?
Melee versus
Yeah, they did Melee versus Smash.
Yes.
Smash.
Like, they were being like wink, wink, nudge, nudge about it.
Nah. Laughing with
Yeah, they did Melee versus.
Yeah, they should have had Salem, so we could have actually beaten people and been like, yeah, fuck you.
Oh man. Okay then, I think we are ready to move on. Mauricio, come back.
I'm back.
All right, because this next topic is super relevant to you.
Uh-huh.
All right, up next, Shenmue Watch.
Oh, cool.
So there is,
Boy, Shenmue.
for the first time, a trailer for Shenmue 3, Rio and Master.
Yikes.
I have not watched this trailer yet. I don't know if anyone else has.
I did
Yes.
watch it.
I watched.
It was something.
Well, don't say what it was, because Jake's gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll go ahead
live
and
stream it.
I'll go ahead and link
I'm
it.
gonna watch it.
I'll go ahead
I've
and
seen the picture.
I'll link it in the Discord, and I can tell you when I'm starting it. We can let's live react this. First look at Shenmue 3. It actually shows some in-game footage, I hear. So
As a big Shenmue fan, I'm excited.
is
The biggest
Julian is
Shenmue
the
fan
biggest
here,
Shenmue
really.
fan here.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go into full screen mode for this. All right.
Actually, might be the biggest Shenmue fan here.
You
Yeah,
are.
actually might-
You
might
are.
be
You're
the
You
only
definitely are. You're the only one who can even claim to be partially a Shenmue fan, and you've never even played any of the games.
Yeah.
I tried to be.
Okay,
a Shenmue
ready?
fan, but
Alright,
the
alright.
games are terrible.
3, 2,
Oh, we're
1.
counting down.
Let's go.
We're all
GG.
watching at the same time.
Yes. So
Guess let's just skip ahead 5 seconds.
Shenmue 3. Okay, they're dragging this out. Oh.
Oh, well, I'm lagging.
Oh boy.
Gotta get off HD.
This.
Why
That
did
guy's right out of Fist of the North Star.
Check out those quality animations.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Why are their mouths not
I
even
ain't-
close? Oh my god.
Ooh.
Hey, that's the best character.
Yeah, this is the fat guy's face I saw.
Like, what is that thing? Is he like part potato?
That's Rio's uncle.
And he's a potato?
Yeah.
Julian's just gone now.
And Rio's shoulders are so wide.
I'm taking in this quality trailer.
It's so weird. Some parts of this game look so awful, and some look okay.
Nothing looks good.
I wish I knew.
Oh no! Oh
go.
man, what is this?
Here we go.
Oh, oh, that's kind of rough looking. That's kind of rough.
Oh my god.
Did you get to the combat?
Yeah, that's what we're watching.
This is gonna be really hard to like listen to without the subtitles. Since we're all weebs, we're watching the subs, not the dubs.
Dan's the biggest weeb here.
That goes to Larone, clearly. He is on my anime list.
What does this mean?
Way to call him out, man.
It's literally a
Jesus.
lie.
This is game of the year.
Yeah, that $10
I don't know
million
what- I don't
from
know which
Kickstarter
year,
really
but-
did its work.
If the year lasts only the day that this game comes out, I think it could at least get into the running.
Wow, that is
It looks like Shenmue. It looks like Shenmue.
Yeah,
That is
it looks like all the other games that came out, decade ago.
Yeah, like when The Last Guardian came out and people complained about its movement and how it felt kind of wonky. It's like, yeah, did you play the other games? That's exactly what it was. Here it is, Shenmue, looks like it, plays like it, animates like it.
This game is for Shenmue fans and no one else.
Yep.
Why was he pretending to drive a car at the beginning of that first fight?
For Shenmue fans, buy lizards.
By lizards.
So along with this, there's more Shenmue news.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah,
Whoa, let's go,
some
Shenmue.
IGN reviewer got to play the game a bit.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has a lot to say.
All good, I suppose.
By the way, here's a quote from one of the producers of Shenmue 3. Every time I hold the controller to play the game, it feels like a dream come true. See, at first when I read that quote, I thought it was from the author of the article, but then it's quoted Shenmue 3 co-producer Cedric Biscay.
I think that's Cedric.
Yeah, it's probably a Cedric. I don't know why I said Cedric.
Cedric
is definitely not a name.
It is, though.
It can be.
That is not Cedric, though. Anyway.
I mean, let's just call him Cedric.
Cedric.
Thank you.
Is this episode sponsored by Cedric?
According to
podcast.
Yu Suzuki,
Wrestling
Shenmue
podcast.
3 might have more voice dialogue than any other game to date. I'm going to go ahead and say
Any
that's
other
probably
game?
not true.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Maybe he means any other Shenmue game.
he said any other game.
I mean, if it was any other Shenmue game, that's kind of
That would be really weak.
Should.
You wouldn't even bother mentioning that.
Any other game.
Any other game. So more than Mass Effect or Elder Scrolls or...
I play
No,
Fallout
yeah,
three.
Fallout 4.
No, you guys, I could see this happening because you're walking down whatever fake city, and there's an old lady, and you could talk to her, and she'd be like, "Oh, the weather is so nice." And then you walk down the street, and there's another lady. She goes, "Oh, the weather is pretty good." See, she's different, just slightly different. Old ladies telling you nothing. Just pat out the game with that. 10 out of 10. Game of the year.
I mean, that's basically their goal with Shenmue, if I've been reading these notes right. It should feel like a real town, but be boring as shit to actually play. That's not what they. I mean, that's not what they said directly, but.
It's like Persona, but without the game.
Oh no, this isn't good. I just scrolled down to a random spot in the review. Main characters like Ryu, Shenua, and the villain Landy look a lot better than the other characters. They are
That sounds
they're the best looking character models in the game, according to this guy.
They're walking potatoes.
That does not bode well.
Huh, okay, so apparently in the older trailers and screenshots, many fans complained that the main character did not look like the Rio they know. So maybe this is the fans' fault, that Rio looks like this, like, wide-shouldered, blocky ass.
No, he looked like that. It's his face. I watched the
Yeah.
Funhouse playthrough of Shenmue, and they're right. The face looks a little different. It's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Rio. Excuse me.
In Shenmue 3, Rio can chop wood as a part-time job. With his hard-earned money, he can play the minigames that gave him scrolls to use in battle, and then making more money, he can rent a fishing.
Please,
It's
no.
it's a life simulator.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's what
so terrible.
But like,
That sounds...
This is what y'all want.
oh man, chopping wood.
Who asked for this?
Nobody.
I did. I asked for it. I'm
No,
excited.
you didn't.
You
No,
didn't.
you
This
You
is
didn't ask for this. We were watching E3 that day, and he was just like, "Oh man, Shenmue," and it's like, "What?"
oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. All right, so I think Yu Suzuki's losing his mind. Further down, there's a quote from him. I also wanted to implement a snail race, but sadly we weren't able to do that in time.
That's not real.
Hold on. No, there's more. There's more. Snails are very slow, you know, said Suzuki. I thought it would be interesting to combine this with Shenmue's flow of time. Ryo would place his bets in the morning and have to come back later in the afternoon to check the results.
Oh my god.
I think that's
That sounds great. That just sounds like a meme.
Where is this article?
It's IGN.
It's IGN.
I take it back. Sounds like quality.
I am looking forward to our
Is it
playthrough.
the one titled nearly 2 decades later, still a one-of-a-kind experience?
Yeah, he said, while this did not make it to the final game, it shows that Suzuki still thinks in a different way than any other developer. He's damn right about that.
Yeah?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is real.
Weren't Shenmue 1 and 2 life simulators anyway? Like, this is what Shenmue fans want.
This is what you want, Julian.
Honestly, somehow that comment is like...
The snail race thing, like, I can't believe... So, what boggles my mind is they decided not to put the snail race in the game, and then they decided to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, by the way, later they said wood chopping, fishing, gambling minigames, and collecting capsule toys is all there, but Suzuki says that these systems aren't anything special on their own. He said, and I quote, "There are much better fishing games even on smartphones."
Can you say that one more time? I didn't hear you.
He said that wood chopping, fishing, gambling minigames, and collecting capsule toys are all there, but Suzuki agrees these systems aren't anything special on their own. He said, and I quote, "There are much better fishing games even on smartphones."
Got it. Okay, making sure I heard that correct.
Ooh, yeah, that's what he said.
Yo, I'm excited.
The fact that
baby.
Shenmue dares to be tedious on purpose makes it a role-playing experience like no other.
Okay,
Quote from the author.
That is the thing.
I mean, you gotta respect it, but like, holy fucking.
I cannot wait for our playthrough. This is gonna be.
I am so excited for our 24-hour charity stream playthrough of this game.
Charity stream? If we donate to Yu Suzuki's like mental health to make sure he's
Woo, woo.
maybe that was too mean to say.
Oh man.
We should start a non-for-profit for Suzuki. It'll be it'll be good. It'll be a tax write-off.
Tax write-off?
Yeah. Other stuff.
I mean, what am I saying? I'm excited for this. I'm the biggest Shenmue fan here. I love chopping wood, gambling, fishing in my video games.
You love subpar wood chopping, gambling, and fishing.
Yeah, true.
You get better on your smartphone.
My god.
I mean, I've played my fair share of RPG fishing minigames, and they're nothing special. So it's about just like that.
I like the Twilight Princess fishing minigame.
That's about where my fishing
Hey,
is.
he said that there's an affinity system in the game, but he said there's quite a lot of scenes and events that I'm confident almost no player will see on their first playthrough.
There's a lot of
Affinity,
content.
hold up.
But don't think too deep. Just talk to her. That's what Suzuki said.
The hell does that
Hey.
even mean?
All I know is, guys, check out our charity stream on August 27th through the 29th. We're going to do a 48-hour playthrough of Shenmue 3. It's going to be awesome. Event of the year. Why does this game come out on a Tuesday? I don't know.
A lot of games come out too.
Why?
I don't
I'm
know
taking
why,
off
but
of
that's
work
just-
for it.
Yeah,
Taking
I'll
off of work.
let's do it. Okay, I think we should probably get into our final news topics of the day. Because we have two of them, actually. One.
Yeah.
Two things so funny we had to talk about.
I don't know about funny, but they are something. All right. So Aldi, of all companies, ran a promotion, like advertising campaign type thing, where they basically hired professional gamers and said, "Hey, if you give us your kids' gamer tags and what game they're playing, we'll invade their game with pro players and kick their asses so they get to dinner in time."
What the hell? The That's
Yeah.
not real.
That is real. This happened.
If they really want to do something like that, they should just say, we've invented an online pause button.
Yeah. This is what Aldi said exactly. Parents, tired of your kids missing dinner time because of computer games? Then call upon the service of an elite squad of professional gamers who will join their game online and take them down. Now they'll have no excuse not to be at the table when dinner's
You
ready.
can make a demo tape and then.
How does this work with like a MOBA?
Attention
each game-
gamers.
Listen, this is clearly very disconnected from reality in a
How many
lot of
people
ways.
saw this and thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, how many people signed off on this?
I know I didn't.
Thank you, DJ Knight 31.
My micro is hard. After hearing that.
Listen, guys, my kid, I would not stand for him leaving a game in the middle. He's not a quitter. He's finishing that.
Absolutely.
But I swear to God, if he starts another game, I will fucking kick his ass.
Oh yeah, this is just like that Bully Hunters campaign. I forgot about that. We talked about that on the
Bully
podcast too.
Hunters.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Did we talk about that in the podcast?
Yes.
Very, yeah, very. You kidding me? That was topical.
Yeah.
We wouldn't miss that for the world. we wouldn't miss that for actual news.
So you have to pay for this?
No, I don't think so. I think this is just a promotion. You throw out some gamer tags, and they'll probably post videos of them. I don't know,
This
actually.
is their promotion. It'll bring in more money.
It's getting
I
us.
don't understand.
We're talking about Aldi on a podcast. I don't know.
Maybe this was the plan. Just do something so stupid.
Yeah, PR.
They'll get their name in the news.
True.
Any press is good press.
It's also, this is specifically, by the way, Aldi UK who is doing this, not Aldi,
English.
not Aldi America.
See, that makes sense. Brexit, all this
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Brexit.
Brexit.
Brexit, yeah.
This is Aldi's take on Brexit.
Yep.
I don't know how that fits in, but some British people in the chat
They're
flush that joke out.
crazy.
Flush that joke out for me with more nuance. Speaking of nuance and 14 days, there's 14 days in a fortnight. Fortnite players on Switch will no longer be matched with Xbox One and PS4 crossplay parties. They will instead be matched up with people who play on mobile phones.
Yep.
Wow.
This is and the reason is basically that Switch players are so much worse than average than the Xbox One and PS4 players that they're more in line with the people who are stunted by playing on a mobile phone.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
They also say that there's problems because the Switch can only play the game at 30 FPS, so they are at a competitive disadvantage. So
That's
they do say that the hardware is at least part to blame for why they suck.
Can phones run it at 30 frames per second?
Yeah, phones can run it pretty well.
I think phones also run the game at 30 FPS if I remember correctly.
I don't understand how you play a first-person shooter on a phone, but I'm
No.
booty at first-person shooters.
If the kids are playing it on a Razer phone, they're playing that game at a buttery 120 hertz.
Oh, the screen is 120 hertz. That doesn't mean the game can.
No, Jake.
Keep
nah,
up.
Shut up.
Also, I thought that was 90 hertz. Anyway, that's not important.
Well, I just realized the title of this is season 33. Did I not refresh my podcast?
No, it's there.
Oh, I made it season 33.
Yeah, I commented on it. No one
I-
saw my comment
I
in the
saw the
I thought you were just joking around. I didn't know where that was coming from.
Same.
We
Season
made it, guys. Season
33, episode 10. You can
Thank
if you
to our
refresh your
fans
browser
for letting
now.
us Go this far.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. What happened?
If we were season 33, we might be the longest running podcast of all time. So,
You heard it here first, folks. We are now officially the longest-running podcast of all time.
Longer
or we
than
have the
Westworld?
shortest seasons of all time.
I mean, our next season begins with the release of Shenmue 3, of course.
Yes, it does. Unless we decide to make a new season in the middle somewhere.
Unless something else really stupid happens.
Shenmue
we just have
3
to
will
start
be
over again.
a new season.
Yeah, every now and again we gotta nuke the podcast and start a new season with a new format. It's
yeah,
how it goes.
you know.
But anyway, guys, I think that's all we got for you tonight. Thank y'all for listening, watching, joining us live. We had.
Remember, it's just a theory.
Hold on, we gotta go to our sponsors.
Yeah, shout outs to our sponsors this week.
Aldi's.
Aldi, Epic Games, especially Aldi. I have the CEO of Aldi actually here with us in the studio today.
Again?
Yeah.
Wait, the studio? We have a studio?
In the studio.
Dude, the studio's sweet.
His,
It's blow.
yeah.
Oh, never. I guess never mind.